Can I get somebody to come do makeup?
Makeup. Hair and makeup. We don't have that budget.
No.
We're trying to get Brother Kimball to.
Okay. No, I'm a native of Atlanta. Okay, brother. Next time. I'm native of Atlanta. Minister Carl Eli Smith Sr., native of Atlanta. Got interested in radio back in 1975 by way of a high school program. The radio station then, WIGO, had the program. The cost promotion was one weekend we'd be at Clark learning about the journalism and the video aspect of it. The next weekend we'd be at WIGO learning about the radio aspect of it. So, did that for my junior year. Then when I became a senior, I continued to be the high school reporter representing Frederick Douglass High School in Atlanta. As a result of that, the seed God had planted got watered. Interesting, because 75 I got the bug, 76 I got the scholarship. I went to Clark. I didn't stay. I went to Clark. I worked in a lot of different areas. I got my first on-air job in 92.
Wow.
The same year I was getting clean and sober. I've been clean and sober now for 33 years.
Wow.
Congrats.
So, so that's how I kind of keep up. That's how I keep up with my career on radio. But to be doing this right now, I'm really humbled. I apologize for not being able to give you guys a little bit more of what I'd like to give you. But audio, as far as audio is concerned, I want to applaud you guys. I am honored to be the premier. You guys can play with that any kind of way. I see your station logo and everything. Play with that any kind of way. Let your imagination just let it run away with you. As long as your imagination comes back. We don't got. So I applaud you guys, man.
Thank you.
If you guys give yourselves a hand, give God a hand for y'all, okay? Since y'all don't want to give yourself a hand, give God a hand then, okay?
Amen.
Yeah. So anyway.
With that, I guess I want to start. We understand that this is the first time that something like this has been done at College Park for a Juneteenth celebration.
That is right.
And so curious as to what you know about sort of the inner workings to make this happen, or sort of your thoughts on this Juneteenth celebration as it exists, seeing everyone out celebrating, eating good food, all of that good stuff.
I don't know politically what happened that caused the Juneteenth celebration to be just this year's busting out everywhere. I don't know what happened behind the scenes where it wasn't just focused on one particular day, everybody. But I don't know. But it's evident that the promoting and the ideology of Juneteenth and what it means to this culture and to people, the time is still now to continue to carry the message. If you just came here and you was here for the first time and you said this was the first one, you'd be like, wow, it seems like they've been doing this for a long time, and this is the first one. So you just times that 5 years from now, you guys still young, just turning 20, more than likely, most of just be turning 20 in 5 years from now. But to be able to sit here and be a part of this, man, it's humbling. And I want to applaud. This organization is it?
We are with the Union of Black Men at UNC Chapel Hill. And we have partnered with Black Voters Matter as well as Alpha Phi Alpha Fraternity Incorporated to put on this effort, this whole road trip. So, that's what we're doing.
Hey, so great. So are you guys interested in communication somewhere? Mass communication?
A little bit.
Radio,
right?
producing, radio, TV, commentating.
Commentating, I never had the voice for it.
No, you don't know. You know. See, interesting, because we never think we have it. Because it ain't for us.
Yeah.
You'll never qualify. But if you get that compliment more than once or twice or 100 times, then you might be something you want to consider. You ain't got to sign life away, but hey, it's because a lot of the things that are special about us, sometimes we don't see it. And I'd like to use this illustration. It might be kind of crazy. So I can't see the back part of my head. I can't see it. I could never see it. I could live to be 205. I would never see the back part of my head unless I have a mirror. But other than that, I can't see. My point is, there are things about me that I can't see or I can't hear that you might see or you might hear. The same thing with you, you know. For you to be even doing this, for you to be even in this environment talking about using your voice, and then you double trouble because you're using your voice and you're using your video. So you know you make a lot of brothers out there sweating right now because you're very presentable. So to be where you are right now, man, it's might be something you might want to consider. Maybe a third job or something, your third hobby. You know, yeah. So I'm honored.
Me and Isaiah, we're not really into communications as much, but we make music. So that's another form, I would say, of like our outlet and like speaking, talking about our stories in different ways.
Well, let me just encourage you. One of the greatest forms of communication is music.
Right, indeed.
Okay, so yeah, you're a part of communication. Welcome to the media.
Yes, sir.
You are. How are you gonna hear without communication?
That's true.
You know, so this is another element to what you have. You know, so. A gentleman by the name of Chico Renfro, he was a great sportscaster. Look him up.
Okay.
Chico Renfro, Chico Othello Renfro. His son is, you might know his name, he's a DJ. He DJs a place. Matter of fact, he DJs, give shameless plug, Club Ellery's on Camilton Road. He DJs over there. Great DJ. If you need one, he's the guy to look to. Well, his father, Chico Renfro Sr., who played for the Atlanta Black Crackers, was the first official scorer for the Braves, the black man. Had a nice little run with TV and sports. He was big on focusing on collegiate and high school. You know, he was really pushing it. You know, if you got to that next level, fine. But he would always want to put the athlete, you know, in the camera, because during all the time, I guess it was 60s, you know, 50s, 60s, that wasn't, you know, really popular. So here we had an outlet through Chico Renfro who focused in on the athletic ability of my brothers and sisters, and it was a good outlet for him. Did a great job. He did play-by-play. We don't hear it much now. He did radio play-by-play for Clark, Morehouse, Tuskegee. He was in there. I had a chance to work with a gentleman like him and another great sportscaster, Joe Walker, called him the Old Scotsman. Worked for WALK. He was blind. And he was a sportscaster. He did play-by-play.
Wait, how did that work?
Yeah, they got the
Great question.
How did you know about the play?
And did you know? And did you know what? You know the wisdom. You know the wisdom of God. The wisdom that God gives man. You know, God takes the foolishness of man to confound the wise. How did he do play-by-play?
And what sports? Like, was it like he heard? Was it baseball?
Basketball, football, baseball. Let me tell you.
So he heard that tackle. He was like, "Oh, that's a good one."
Tell you what he would do.
That's a good
He would be listening to the competitor. I don't care who you are, WSB, WNBC. He would be listening to them, and then he would just translate as he heard them. He'd do the play. So he would just really repeat what he would be hearing them saying. And he would, and when you're well versed in sports, which I'm not. You know, you can do play-by-play, you know, because you guys probably know how football plays. Stuff. You might be able to do a little 2-minute play-by-play right now among you guys, you know, because but I don't know the game like that. But, yeah, Chico was a dynamic gentleman, man. I got a chance to work with people like him, so I'm just honored to be in media and to be working, sitting around great young General King. Love that message.
Well, do you have a question on the same topic?
Yeah, well, it's a media.
Well, wait a minute, let me tell you, this is like that. Can we just sell tickets for a question right now?
Okay, yeah, can I buy 3?
Okay. Mine is a separate topic, so I'll let y'all answer this one.
Mine moving into like media and politics. I know you've gotten exposed to a lot of different things. I know in Atlanta and Georgia in particular, looking at Stacey Abrams and her run for governor, and then the contentious run with Herschel Walker and Raphael Warnock. Just curious as to your perspective and seeing all of that, seeing the engagement with voters of all ages. What was your thoughts on that? And particularly with you, what were your thoughts on seeing a lot of quality black candidates, but then also seeing Herschel Walker saying some crazy things, in my opinion, in regards to running against Senator Raphael Warnock?
Let me just put this disclaimer out there. I'm not politically knowledgeable about politics.
Yeah.
So I'm speaking from my heart. To hear anybody talk the way we hear a lot of our people talking, to me, is foolishness. And it's sad that that's how it is. But it's been like that for years and years and years. Do we want to change it? Yeah, it does, it can, and it will, and I'm hoping to change real soon, because sometimes it seems like it's been 100 years and still hasn't changed. A lot of things haven't changed, but things have gotten a lot better. So it's sad when I hear certain people say certain things, so I try to stay on the positive side. So for me, from my heart, whatever I believe is positive and right, that's what I believe. And if you believe in positive and right, then me and you probably on the same page, if that makes any sense.
Gotcha. I have a question that's on a slightly different topic, but with all of us in this RV being black men, and us representing an organization that is made by black men and for black men at UNC Chapel Hill, I'm curious for you, what was some of the greatest advice you ever received that helped you grow into your own and come to your own as a black man in America? Or some of the most important lessons you learned?
Reflecting back on people like Chico Renfro. When you look him up, his name was Chico. He never really let everybody know his middle name was, but it's Chico Othello Renfro. We always knew him as Chico Renfro. But Chico, when I was coming up in radio in junior and then senior high school, Frederick Douglass High School, shout out to my class, 76. Chico said, he said, listen, young man, you're running up behind this DJ, my mentor, brother, that I patterned myself after. He was just telling me learn more than just being behind the mic. I got caught there behind the mic. So there's a lot of things as far as the business in the radio I didn't get. I wish I would have, but because of the gift that God has given me, because I've been able to maintain a level of genuineness, I think I've done real well. I had a chance to work with some great people like Chico, man. So I hear Chico tell me, do more than this. I wish I would have done that. So I just want to say, do more than what you're doing. If you're doing this, then do this too. If it's not going to take too much away from the total package, and in your heart, but don't limit yourself. I wish I would have taken time to learn more about sales and more about marketing. And God forbid, I messed myself up in high school when I felt like I did not need to learn how to type. Because see, when I came along, typing, computers are just coming out. I don't know if you're familiar with, back when I was coming out, the key to learning how to computer was being able to make diagrams with numbers by where the keypad. You ever heard of that?
I have not heard of that.
Yeah.
I just know of the regular typing games.
Well, this was a game, but the trick in the game would you be able to use your computer knowledge to be able to somehow configure numbers that make a design. Anyway, long story short, I didn't think typing was important, so I didn't focus on it. Look at me if I would have taken that seriously. I'm getting by now, but because I limited myself, not a bad thing, but sometimes if you kind of get, I don't know, there's a level of consistency that you might not need to maintain, and there's a level of consistency that you need to really maintain. And I think, not following up on what Chico told me, was something I should have done. I remember one time Chico, he said, listen, Carl, because my whole name is Carl Eli Smith. He said, listen, Smith, what I want you to do, I want you to go to the library, and I want you to look up everything on color. So, Chico did play-by-play. He's a broadcast announcer. He did play-by-play. I didn't take time, slow down long enough to find out what color was. Now, you got a broadcast announcer, and you got a color announcer. So, whereas you might know the game, I might know the lingo and the history, and the baby say, yeah, that was Todd Williams, you graduated from Tuskegee, he had these, I might have that color to go with the broadcast. I didn't take time and do that. So I think, one of the lessons that I learned that I did not apply was, I didn't apply myself more, And I just want to encourage anybody and everybody, yeah, you might be doing too much at some point. Your connection, your spirit, your God, your people, will send you in the right direction, but do more than less. Yeah.
And speaking of doing more in that spirit of, trying to apply yourself, I think that coming on this journey, I don't know if my LBs felt it, but I know that for me, it was unreal to feel that we're going on this journey. It's going to be 17 days on the road, going across the country, crossing
each other on the way.
Crossing several different states. And it just seems very insurmountable sometimes. Like, it's a mountain that we can't even see the top of at this point. What would be your advice on just accomplishing tasks like that? And if you could speak about, in the past when you had the tasks like that, where you really couldn't see, your goal or how you would be able to do it, but you just had to do it.
I don't know how you generally operate, when I'm not around, but just meeting you guys today the first time, and just from observation, Sam Cooke said something about observation. If you ever listen to the album Copacabana, he used the word by observation. Someone heard that. But by observation, just meeting you guys, there's a level of genuineness and polishedness. That's what I saw when I saw a polished brother, I saw a brother, your smile is so important. Oh my God.
It's an alpha brother.
It's like, and when you just smiled then, it took me back to what people say, you can attract more with honey than you can with vinegar. How many more attractions or making somebody smile you may have done because of that smile, and so willing to do it, or realizing and understanding that you can and then you do. But there's a level of, I see you guys going somewhere, man. And if tomorrow we found out you just went down the street, that's okay. And the next day we find out you still almost
just went down the
no. But see, what I'm gonna find out is every time I check back with you, it was always some progression, and that's what we really got to continue to do. Whatever you guys been doing, just doing it from my observation, times it 2. Individually, everybody knows what you do, but times it 2. Don't be, and that's a big part of how you respond to people and how people respond to you. It's so important. I remember a couple of years ago I had just finished spending time at the Stellar Awards, and of course we were backstage interviewing artists and stuff like that. And after we had done that and everything was over, God put this in my spirit, out of all we experienced, backstage, it wasn't so much as who was there and who got this award. It was just God put in my spirit. We talked about life. And then God dropped in my spirit the power of conversation. Let's have one. You think in your own personal life, how many good conversations started because you made that first initial move or somebody else did, but whatever, light recognized light, and there was an attraction and there was a connection. So that's so important, and when you're in the area, or dang, that's how you become great people. I mean, all great people started like Martin Luther King, Muhammad Ali, Smokey Robinson, Sam Cooke, Barry Gordy, Jimi Hendrix. Man, so much richness in our culture, and here you guys come, what you're doing. So, I knew you guys were going to do great things. So, just keep doing this, keep doing. Don't stop learning, baby. I got about 100 years ahead of me now. Please believe me, I'm willing to do 100 more. I really am. But if I don't do another day, I owe God. I have to try to keep doing it. On my level, well, see, my level may not be as big as yours, but then all of a sudden, I'm hooked up with you and you hooked up with me, and then there's an extension. Might not be a family of 12, might just be a family of 1. but it's another connection. So all this is just important, and I applaud God. I give God a standing ovation for the connection today, and I'm just looking forward to next year or the next couple of days. I was this program called the High School Reporter Program, funded by Coca-Cola, set up through Clark Atlanta University and WIGO. They cross-promoted people like me, a gentleman by the name of Darren Fears, who did sports for WLK and V103 some time ago, came to the program of WIGO. Another young lady, oh my God, it was a gospel syndicated program called Inspirations Across America. Vanessa Vaughn. It was Anderson's Communications, yeah. Vanessa Vaughn and I came through the High School Reporter Program the same years, 75, 76, So people like that, I'm just with a gentleman, I don't know, I think Jonathan Slocum may have came through the High School Reporter Program, but we came through high school together. So, I've been blessed to work around great people, Zilla Mays, Dr. Feelgood, Connie Flint, Scotty Andrews, gentleman by the name of Scotty Andrews. Scotty Andrews was the first program director for V103 because first was just AM, WIGO, WYZE, and WXLL. So AM was popular. Then when AM got challenged with FM, a gentleman by the name of Scotty Andrews was the first program director for the V103 when it initially hit years ago. And I had a chance to work up under him as a high school program person. So I'm blessed to have been able to see what I've seen and do what I've done and been able to maintain it. And I guess if nothing else, being able to operate in the gift that God has given me. And for that, I'm grateful because it's opened the door for opportunities like this. I mean, don't get any better than this.
Yes, sir.
Sure, it's a good place to start, isn't it?
Yes,
If I was a drinking man, I said I'd drink to that. But I'm not a drinker.
Well,
But I appreciate y'all, man.
thank you.
Black voters matter. That's
Yes,
right.
sir.
Plug yourself for me.
Black Voters Matter and the Union of Black Men at UNC Chapel Hill.
Yeah.
And we can't forget Alpha Phi Alpha Fraternity Incorporated.
Okay.
Hopeless people is a hopeless.
But yeah, we're super grateful for your time, and we hope you enjoyed your Juneteenth today and the rest of the day as well, the rest of the festivities. It was great to meet you today, Mr. Smith.
Yeah, brothers. Follow you is a first for so many levels. So hey, congratulations on your first. Thank you.